Yeah, I started.
Yo.
You want to tell us what that banger was?
Hey man, it's Iron Lion Zion by Bob Marley and the Wailers. You know, obvious banger.
These these weed smoking niggas love talking about Zion, bro.
Are they not allowed?
No, they're
Are
allowed.
they not
They're
allowed
allowed, but
to?
it's just funny. It's funny that they just keep talking about Zion.
Hey man, they're allowed to. They're like, oh, we can. Oh, let's do it.
Have have
Let's
have
do
you
it all the
spoken?
time.
Yeah, have you heard what's the thing? That song to Zion by Lauryn Hill.
Lauren Hill, yeah. But that's not really that's her child. From what I got from
I know
the
it's a child, but bloody hell, bro, Zion. Come on.
yeah,
Like,
that's her child.
yeah, these weed smoking niggas love Zion.
I didn't know she counted as a weed smoker. Like I didn't know she smoked weed. I see
You
it,
didn't know Lauryn
but
Hill.
not really. I didn't know. I just didn't imagine it.
Is it Lauren? It's Lauryn
Yeah,
Hill, right?
Lauren Hill sings to Zion. It's on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Miseducation album.
Lauryn Hill, who dated Wyclef Jean. You didn't think she who
No,
dated
no,
Bob Marley's
no. Bob
son.
Marley's son. Yeah, no. I'm saying I
You
see
didn't
it,
think.
but I never imagined it. I'm not out here walking around like, yeah, Lauren Hill probably uh, Lauryn Hill probably has that good cush and whatnot. Like I'm not walking around thinking that, but I'm listening to her songs. I'm like, thinking that. But I'm like, the Bob
I
Marley
respect you for
influence
that.
is there. The Bob Marley influence is there. So now when you say it, I'm like, I can see it. I just never really had it in the forefront of my mind.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you for having such an open mind towards everybody. Um, but yeah, for me, first
Giving
thing
you
I
on a
think
chin.
it's yeah, weed smoking nigga. Anywho, welcome to the Low Block, the podcast where you get your best football takes. With me
Not
here,
only
Nico,
that,
and
not
Lumo over
only
here.
that. We speak music as well. We
Yeah, we
just
do
heard.
speak music. We
We
love
gave you a
speaking about
banger.
weed smokers.
I wouldn't say that, but we're impartial to everything. Smoke
We're
weed,
not like
do whatever.
gangst weed smokers.
No, that's not. No, we can't. No, or not. I hope not.
You hope not. So that's supposed to mean you smoke weed.
Yeah. No, I don't smoke weed. No, no. It's gonna make it
Now you
seem like I
sound like you
smoke weed
smoke
and
weed.
I'm
Yeah.
just yeah. It's gonna make me sound like I smoke weed and I'm just trying to. No, never me. Me.
What? What?
Like
What?
someone from my family is gonna hear this, and I'm gonna be like, I don't. Like I said, I don't smoke weed. I don't know what he's talking about. Nah, I don't smoke weed. I was
I
tempted to, but the exams were cooking me. But
noted.
I knew,
Some
I knew that if I started, I wouldn't stop because of how much life has been cooking this year.
man, some dude will speak about Ritalin. You're like he's Ritalin during times of exams. I'm not sure if you know
Really?
about Ritalin.
What's
Ritalin.
that?
Hey man, I'll send you a video
Is it a
after
drug?
the yeah, there's a drug. I'll send you a video after the podcast.
Oh my God. Oh, let's start with the podcast. I even forgot.
Yeah, I'm happy
We're
to
out here
start. Let's
talking
go.
drugs. You didn't have to
Okay.
say that, but
How do you feel about the results this weekend and the general Premier League weekend?
you're funny. You're funny. Yeah,
I'm curious.
yeah. You're still funny.
I'm a
You're still
curious
funny.
man.
I don't know. Hey man, it's the Premier League, isn't it? It's something interesting is happening every week.
You have something interesting comes up, we're gonna bring it up.
Oh, I hate this life. Um, yeah, but kick us off, man. Start your whole thing, because
Okay, let's start.
I have no, I don't have enough words. Just tweak
No,
it.
no, no, I get you. Let's start. Let's start. First game was Burnley versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I didn't really watch this game. I just more so saw the highlights, and I was like, hate watching while looking at the sofa score. But from what I
I
hear,
saw I saw the first half, and Burnley were actually, you know, trying. They were doing their thing, I found it very surprising in the first half, and then I think second half it all went to Chelsea.
yeah, because Burnley to me are actually a pretty decent team. Like it's a shame now they're actually back in the relegation zone. But yeah, to me, they're actually like a pretty. They're not that bad. They're not hopeless like the relegation teams last season were quite hopeless. Um, but yeah,
Oh, last
um,
season they were bad.
yeah, they were bad. They could. Those are teams could lose. Like they could proper lose. Hey,
It was very bad. But yeah, Burnley were doing well. They created a couple of chances in the first half. Um, I thought like I was quite enjoying that. And then I remembered that I had an exam on Monday. I had to pick and choose um what to do with the time, so I couldn't watch the second half.
mm. Who were Chelsea scorers again? It was Pedro Neto and I actually forgot the second score. Pedro Neto and just quickly search. Um, because I remember Pedro Neto's goal, but I don't remember the other goal. Ugh, my gosh, the fact that it doesn't even show it now. I have to search specifically Chelsea versus.
No, just
Uh,
search for the. You could have searched for the fixtures and then went into one of them.
yeah, I know, but I guess let's do this. Oh, I see. I
No,
see. This is like it's the AI thing. That's why it's not like showing. Because normally I just, oh my gosh, bro, this they're literally showing me everything but the results.
no, this
Oh
guy.
yeah, it was what's his name? It was Enzo. I remember now. It's Enzo
Can you
Fernandez.
can you can you click on one of those, please? Click on the Chelsea burn. Because I feel like you should be able to go
No,
into
it
it.
will show. It will show. It will show.
Or you just prefer suffer. Okay.
No, I
Okay.
wasn't sure it would show when at first, but like when you said click on it, I was like, actually, it actually will show. Yeah, man. This was a good win for Chelsea. Really pushed them up the table, and they're actually on a surprising run of form. But
Yeah.
this is my opinion, and people can, it comes from a hateful place, obviously.
Of course.
Chelsea are, what's the word? They sneakily went into a really nice run of form. But if you watch the games, you're like, nah.
You don't believe they're going to go that far into the season.
Not necessarily, but like I feel like they haven't improved at all from last season. But I just, I
No,
remember
still
that
the
I
same.
obviously keep it in mind that Cole Palmer's not there. But I feel like even like without Cole Palmer, some of these games have been like, I can't lie, man. I think you can do better than this.
He was there last season.
Yeah, he was there last season. So that's like the
But
difference maker for me. That I'm like, okay, when Cole Palmer comes through, maybe they'll start playing better. But yeah, it just feels like I'm not seeing them improve a lot from last season, and not early last season because they actually started it well early, but like later last season when it was like, oh, this is not looking the best. But
when
Cole Palmer's
you
back
know,
soon.
it went bad when Maresca said, "We're not in a title race. We don't know what that is."
Yeah,
And
that's
then
when it
Maresca
went
joined
out the
in.
window.
Yeah.
It's when the tried to
The
waste they went and left.
yeah, the footballing coach was like, "Oh, even you don't believe it's fine. The editor, it's fine." And then that's it.
Yeah, that's it for Chelsea, man. Next, Bournemouth versus West Ham. I've always rated Callum Wilson as like a good striker. I always thought he was a good striker that's very injury prone. So I was a little bit surprised when he like went to West Ham and no one cared. But yeah, he's doing well. Scored 2 goals in this game.
I mean, yeah, he's always been well a striker, but
Yeah, these strikers, man, these Callum Wilsons, Ollie Watkins, these
it,
types, man.
it's
Who was
it's
another?
so.
I want to think
I'll
of
be
another
honest.
type.
Put Mateta in there as well.
Yeah, Mateta's to a degree, but like I'd say, like the other two are a bit more clinical than Mateta. Mateta be missing.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't think like Mateta is in what's this? A club that provides the same number of chances as they have been. Like Aston Villa was giving uh, um Watkins chances, well, at least last season. I haven't been keeping up this season. And then when he was playing Newcastle, he was getting a whole bunch of chances.
Yes, I would see. I would agree with you, but
Okay.
God, man, Mateta misses so many one-on-ones. It's crazy. I actually think they might have the same amount of chances. I think it's because Crystal Palace play this counter-attacking game that you actually don't realize that their strikers have as many chances as anybody, like as any of the like top strikers in the league. He gets so many chances, like so many. Like many of it is made from the fact that he's 6'6" or something, and he's reasonably quick, and he's like
Is
a
he?
a demon, huh?
Is he actually 6'6"?
No, I think he's like 6'4", but like
What?
he's very tall. And I was saying like
I,
many of it comes from the fact that he's like a giant, and like
I
he's
you
like
know, don't see it.
you don't see him as a giant.
No.
Yo, man, the
I
shit
would
that
I
he
would
be doing to
actually
these centre backs, man.
no, he does give them problems, but is Kai Havertz a giant?
Yes, Kai Havertz is 6'3". I think he might be
Yeah,
six
but
foot
that's
four.
not what's
Oh, but yeah,
what's
Kai
in
Havertz gives
centimeters.
nowhere.
What is it
Oh, for Kai Havertz, I'm checking
for?
Havertz now.
Yeah, for
Mateta,
Havertz. Mateta is 192.
yeah, Havertz is 193. I thought he might be that similar height.
I'm gonna check something. I wanna see.
Havertz is crazy tall.
I wanna see. Um, I was checking Konate and Van Dijk. Van Dijk is 5, and Konate is also 5.
What?
5 and 5. 195, 195.
Konate?
Konate is 195.
That doesn't sound
Doesn't look.
right.
Why?
Konate's height.
Yeah, 195. It says 195.
My side shows 194. It's similar, but it just doesn't sound right. I think Konate is also about 6'4".
That fair enough. I
And
just
and
I
then
don't
Van
know
Dyke
why
is
I
like
feel this so.
6'5".
Bro, Van Dijk just feels like a giant. Like
I think he
he would
actually is
have.
one.
Yeah, but he would have a player taller than him, and he would still feel like he's taller than them.
I get you. Yeah, I had to check. Van Dyke is definitely 6'5". But I know what you mean with Van Dyke. It's that like energy of Van Dyke or Van Dykeness. But
The aura.
the aura type thing, but and the way he plays like he's bigger than you. But the thing about Van Dijk, he plays like he's bigger than you because he actually is bigger than you. There are not many strikers in the league that are like bigger than Van Dijk. There's only Haaland. In
Yeah.
fact, if you want to be specific, there's only Haaland. Haaland's the only one. But then now you got niggas like Mateta, like I was saying, big as hell. So that's the reason I wouldn't necessarily put him in that Ollie Watkins and Callum Wilson bracket. I would put I'm gonna have to think about it, but I know there's a player
Let
that
me
I'm
think.
missing.
Is Haaland taller than Van Dijk?
Yeah, Haaland 6'6".
Is he?
I'm I oh actually no, I think Haaland is 6'5" as well. I think they're the same height. Yeah, they're the same height. Haaland's also 6'5".
What? How tall was Ibrahimovic?
And Ibrahimovic I think is also 6'5", but I think he might be like tall 6'5". And
Like
I'm just
when
thinking
you're
again.
good,
Yeah, same
when you're
height,
good.
6'5".
I'm trying to think of a maybe maybe that's the thing. Van Dijk is just taller than or as tall as the tallest people. I can't
Yeah, he
think of
is.
anyone. Can't think of anyone who's around that.
It's because there's no one. Literally, it's because there's no one in the league that's around that height. Um, and yeah, but yeah, the simple thing, even like when I was mentioning Havertz height, and you were like, Mateta feels like I was like, Havertz is a giant. Like you don't see it when Havertz is standing alone, but then when he's standing with other Arsenal players, you're like, bro, how the hell are you taller than Saliba? Because Saliba is very tall, and this nigga is just taller. You see it when they're standing together, and then you see him also like taller than what's the word, Gabriel by enough as well. You're like, hey, this guy is super tall. So I get what you mean with that thing, but I think Havertz is a case of someone who's that height, but then doesn't necessarily show it in the same way that Mateta showed. Mateta is 6'4", and he plays like a 6'4" player. So absolutely massive, strong, overpowers people. So yeah, but yeah, it's just different profiles. I was thinking more towards a one of those sharpshooter guys. Like
Yeah, how
like
tall? How tall?
I would compare those guys to Antonio. Remember Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like these guys, these English strikers that like use their pace and strength. But
How tall is Joko, man?
I think he's like 6 foot on the dot.
Stop it.
No, I think so. I
Yeah.
think it's on the dot, if not 6'1".
Nah. Yeah, around 6'1". I'm just trying to. Oh, Leone might be taller.
Oh.
The new kid from Italy.
Oh, I don't know
Because I
how tall
saw.
he is.
Yeah, I saw in a couple of pictures he looked like he was taller than the whole squad.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's like 1 centimeter taller than Van Dyke. But yeah, man.
Goalkeepers are the players who are huge. I was trying,
But
I
even
was trying,
then,
yeah,
even then,
yeah,
huh? I was saying
no,
even
continue.
then, the only one I know off head, 6'6". Oh, Mamadashvili and
That's really tall, yo.
yeah, and
And Courtois is tall as
oh,
hell.
but yeah, Courtois, you talk about a different league. Like I'm talking Premier League. It's
Or in
Mamadashvili
the
and
league,
yeah, in the Premier League, it's Mamadashvili and what's this guy's name again? I don't know why it's escaping me. What's his name
how
again?
tall is Leno?
Donnarumma.
Donnarumma? Ooh,
You
ooh.
don't think Donnarumma's tall?
No, I was thinking of another player. I didn't. I think even Trafford might be a bit taller.
No, Trafford short
Isn't he? Nah, Trafford is relatively short when you're comparing him with like Donnarumma. But
with
to other
goalkeepers.
players, nah, with goalkeepers, he's around. Okay, is Van Dijk height short for goalkeepers, do you
What
think?
the heck? It's saying Trafford is taller than Donnarumma. I'm gonna need to fact check that. That doesn't sound right.
He's tall. I'm not sure about taller than Donnarumma, but he is tall.
That doesn't sound right at all. How is Trafford taller than Donnarumma? Okay, you know what, man? This height. See, I'm seeing places that say 192, which sounds about right. Then I'm seeing 197. There's no way James Trafford is 197.
You have the what's this? The Premier League thing. Just go into the thing, go into the club,
Bro,
go into Man City.
look at
You
Trafford
have the,
standing
the thing
next to.
on your screen.
Sorry, I'm just
You have
saying.
the thing on your screen.
Look at Trafford standing next to what's this guy's name? Standing next to Ramsdale. I'm seeing a picture of Trafford standing next to Ramsdale, and they're damn near the same height. That's how tall I see Trafford as.
The
I
Premier League thing is official, right? Like the heights here are official.
uh, they're about as official as they can get, I guess. Like, thing about height, like we think, oh yeah, this stuff is probably like super legit. But then, given that one of our homies is a physio, see here it shows he's 197. See, that's not true.
Why is it not true? You choosing not to believe it?
No, no, dude, go just Google him. Just Google Trafford. He's not 197.
Well, e- okay. Either way, we getting off track. You were saying one of our homies is of his. Yo,
Yeah,
what does that?
the way these guys do, like these physios, the way they be, like these guys legit, the way they move when it comes to the stuff, they're just like red. It's like literally a random measurement. I was like, oh yeah, we measured him. There we go. There's like
Oh,
so many. There's so many things that are showing that Trafford is by no means 6 foot six. 6 foot six. Look at this. Look at this. But yeah, he's taller than I thought. But anyway, yeah, we can. I think we can get back on track now.
yeah.
He's not one nine
Got lost.
seven. He's not almost 2 feet. I'm pretty sure Courtois is 2 meters. Trafford is not.
Yeah, Courtois. Bro, Courtois is like 3 meters in the arms. Of course, he's 2 feet.
Yeah, Courtois is 2 meters, and Trafford is not 3 centimeters shorter than Courtois.
I said 2 feet. I meant 2 meters.
Oh, I know what you mean. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, I think that's all I have to say about the Bournemouth
I
and
think he,
West
I
Ham
think
game.
Cho- I think Mamadashvili might also be 2 meters.
I've always known to be 6'6". Like this is FIFA, not anything like I see. I've always known it to be 6'6". But I think obviously it's
To be fair,
possible.
something funny is that FIFA's measurements are very close. Like the game's measurements and the game's whole thing of this player's not fast. This player's very fast. Like it's been very close in terms
Very
of accuracy,
legit.
and I find it very funny.
No, I get you. But I get you. It is very
What
close. But
what they can't get for the life of them is the potential. Like they don't always get it right.
they just put
They
random potentials based on like
yeah,
the person is 18 and made a start for the first team. They're not thinking that hard.
yeah. I mean, to be fair,
But
the rest of the game is, you know, the old players, the older players. So yeah, the Crystal Palace match wasn't like I didn't watch that.
did you watch the Crystal Palace one?
No, we're talking about Arteta
No, it's all
being
about West
huge.
Ham.
Oh, we're talking about Callum Wilson being huge. Yeah, but this match was it not at the same time as the oh, I can't remember my bearings. I can't. Was it the same time as the Liverpool match?
Yeah, it was at the same time as the Liverpool match. Did you watch the Liverpool match?
Yeah, I did.
How did you feel?
I was so jealous. I was so jealous when I saw fans leaving the stadium. I wish it could be me.
You can't do that at all.
I can't, I can't
You can't
leave.
leave the stadium.
My frustration is just throwing the phone like to the side and then hearing the commentator, then watching the rest of the game and finishing the rest of the game.
Man, like this game only made me laugh for one reason. And that's the fact that Robbie, Robbie, in his like
Yeah.
betting nonsense, he basically has this game on this thing where it says beat Robbie. So if you do better than Robbie, you earn money. And it was the
Okay.
first round. And he said Liverpool was going to beat Nottingham Forest. And I was like, that's a terrible idea. I was thinking it from home. And his daughter was like, that's a terrible idea. Like everyone around was like, dude, that's a bad idea. Like, this isn't because I think some of these guys forget that like these guys change the best, the quickest managers to switch their tactics is park the bus football, is haram ball. To
Yeah.
switch to haram
Oh,
ball is a seamless transition. It's the easiest transition in the whole of football. So when I saw Sean Dyche, I was like, bro, Liverpool aren't winning this game. Every single one of your weaknesses was right there.
uh, uh, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Because Liverpool, like, yeah, Liverpool, every one of their weaknesses was like right there. Like Sean Dyche ball is literally Liverpool's weakness
You know,
this season, at least.
the first half, we looked a bit more energetic. We looked like, you know, we
But
looked very decent, but it all
but
went
what
down.
but what's Sean Dyche ball about? Winning your duels, winning the second ball, corners. It was not gonna go well, especially the way you guys have been recently. When you have low morale, I've told you this before about like when I was playing and I had very low, like I was on bad form. When you're on bad form, you're literally slower. You're literally like worse. Your first touch is literally worse. So when you play a team that literally has your weaknesses and also your low morale, and also these guys are all about, I want to win the ball first. We want to win the second balls. Yeah, it's a bad idea. That's why
Yeah,
you could beat someone like Aston Villa and not beat someone like Nottingham Forest.
Emery is just funny, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, our tactics, like the way we've been going about all of this, it seems very beatable, and he he chose to not be tactically savvy.
Yeah, he just said, let's go out and do the same thing we've been doing this whole time.
We've been
And
doing
it
the
backfired.
entire time. It's
Completely
just
backfired. But
so
yeah,
that
do you want to say anything more about the game?
no, I don't think I don't think a lot happened during that game. I'll be honest. It was just the same thing that has happened
Mm,
um in the other games. Like there's nothing new that we didn't
I
learn
say
anything
this.
new about ourselves.
Yeah,
We
I
saw
say
the exact
this.
same thing. It's like,
Oh, I get. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, I say this for the third time. Liverpool cannot win the league this season.
what do you mean cannot? We can. The numbers are still on my side.
Okay, Liverpool won't win the league this season.
Yeah,
I've said
that's
three
fair.
times because it's not about, oh, can these guys turn this around? It's always been about, can these guys turn this around in such a way that they just win. The issue last season with Arsenal when we were 9 points behind Liverpool wasn't that we couldn't catch up, like get more points than Liverpool, or that Liverpool weren't going to drop points. It wasn't that Liverpool weren't going to drop points. It was, can we keep winning while Liverpool are dropping points? And that's why, like, it was like, listen, man, this is over in like December, January, where it was like, the real date of death was 1st of February when the transfer window was over. You were like, dog, there's no way we're gonna keep winning and these niggas are gonna keep losing. Even if you lose, I don't back myself to win. And that's Liverpool's situation right now. Even if Arsenal drop points, I don't back Liverpool to win.
That's fair.
Same with Man City in this kind of situation. Not quite the same with Chelsea, but yeah, we'll get to that. Next thing I think is Man City. Did you watch this game, or were you raging, crashing out?
There's a lot of crashing out that happens. Um, yeah, bro, depressing weekend. So
It was
I didn't really focus after that on the
naturally,
matches.
naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game was went quite how I expected it to go, except there was one aspect. The Newcastle second goal, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When the ref blew the whistle and said, "Yeah, it's not offside. It counts as a goal," I was so shocked. I couldn't believe
When
it. I actually
when
think there's
they
an
counted,
huh
you're saying when they counted what?
when the second goal, when the ref blew the whistle to say the second goal counted, like it wasn't offside. I was so shocked, like confirmed that the second goal wasn't offside. I was so shocked, to this moment, I'm still shocked. But the thing is, I think that clearly they're not showing us something. That's my opinion. I genuinely think they're not
What
showing
what
us something.
what happened with the second goal? Describe.
It was supposed to be offside.
I mean, like, ex
I mean, not supposed to. It potentially could be offside.
okay,
Yeah, I think
uh,
that's the simplest way to put it.
okay, fair enough then.
Yeah, I
Exactly, I
could
can see.
describe like the whole goal to you, but like I don't think the point is gonna get lost. But yeah,
No,
that
no,
was
like I said, fair enough.
yeah. But yeah, that was the issue. That was the waiting part because obviously I hate watching and I'm just waiting. Then I see that happen. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I swear I thought that was gonna be rule offside. Even when they showed the automated VAR offside thing, I was like, that's interesting. Like the angles
So,
look
so,
different in the automated system.
so it was a goal for Newcastle or Man City.
Newcastle.
It was a
Newcastle.
goal for it's
Yeah,
payback
man, this is why
for
you should watch
what happened.
highlights. I
It's payback for what happened last was it last month or beginning of the month?
don't even remember. It was like
The
2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
yeah, with the what's this?
This month, definitely.
What you call it? With the thing,
Van
man.
Dyke.
The
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Do you know what killed me?
What?
City fans would complain about the ref, and nobody was like, "Oh man, you're right." It was like, "Listen, shut up." The amount of nonsense that's
You
happening.
know, do you know who you are?
Do you know who you are?
You have any sort of self-awareness?
I think it was a lot last podcast where I said, "Have City ever had a decision go against them?" This was the first time I'd seen one. I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." Because
Enter new territory. Yeah.
yeah, my opinion is that it probably was onside, but the way that they were showing us the pictures was different. Like I think they were checking when because it was a header across goal that looked like it was offside after like it was headed across goal to another player who headed it. The other player looked offside. So I think they were showing us like the wrong timing of the first header. You know what I mean? Like the wrong timing of the first header, which made it look like basically Gimares was offside. But then if they show us the actual timing of when when the contact was made with the head. I think that's what they actually put down to be like to say it was onside, in my opinion, because it doesn't make sense that they'll just up and say, nah, we used the system and still determined it was onside. Like it makes sense if they did against me, but it doesn't make sense that they did against Man City. That was the only reason I was like, hey man, maybe they're seeing some. Even the PGMOL, like the way the automated system looked, like I said, it looked like a different picture from the one that they were showing us, which made me go, oh, okay. Then people were saying, oh, it's always been from the shoulder. It's always been from like the arms have never counted for the VAR decisions, and all of a sudden they count. I'm like, no, no,
Wait, what?
it's always been like that. It's always counted from the sleeve.
They saying the arms never counted?
Yeah, they were saying it's never been like the arms. The arms have never like it's never been the full arm has always been never counted. It's always been on the edge just before the arm. And I was like, no, it's always been the shoulder. It's always been by the sleeve. You guys don't watch football because everybody knows it's from the sleeve. It's not from the
They said they
edge of the
said
arm.
what? They
Huh?
said what? They said
Yeah, they said
it's
it was
never
like
been from.
yeah, they were saying it's never been from like the sleeve. It's always been from the edge of like the top of the basically the torso. It's always been from the torso. I was like, no, buddy, it's from the sleeve. And it's always been
Oh,
from the sleeve.
what? Do you know? Do
It's
you know?
always been from the sleeve.
Do you know that is worse because they had, if you
The
remember,
Rodri thing.
the Rodri thing. Of course, the Rodri thing is the biggest thing because what? It's never
Yeah,
been.
it's always been from any part of the body that you can actually play with. And that ends at the sleeve on your arm. If you're wearing short sleeve, that sleeve. That's where it ends. And that's the reason when they were saying that, I was like, some of these guys just come onto Twitter to talk nonsense. They're just
I
like
mean,
making shit up at this
to be fair,
point.
to be fair, that's what Twitter's all about.
That is what Twitter's all about. Because it killed me when I heard it. They were like, it's never been from the sleeve. It's always been from the edge of the arm. And I was like, no, buddy. It's always been from the sleeve. It's always been from the shoulder. It's always been from there. But yeah, this was also a great hate watch. It was greater, obviously, than the Liverpool hate watch, but I couldn't enjoy it as much because
Yeah, you're
Arsenal
still
were playing the next
to
day.
play. You're still going to play.
Yeah, man. And yeah, that was day one. That was day one. Now on to day
Okay.
two. All right, on to day two.
They do.
See, yeah, this was a pretty good day. I can't lie to you. I spent the
Oh,
first. Oh yeah, for football, I spent the first. Spent the first half of the day with watching Leeds versus Aston Villa, which was a pretty good game. Like actually, it was boring in stages, but the second half was pretty good. Morgan Rogers came up with 2 goals, trying his best to prove to me that listen, bro, I am a serious deal, and I'm really
I am gonna say
exactly I am not who you said I am, bitch. Like he's calling me a hoe, and I don't like it. But yeah, he's and
is he
it's in huh?
is he wrong? Like he's not wrong.
Hey, watch your mouth, boy.
Well, you better don't call me boy.
Watch your fucking mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
Man.
But yeah, no. What did I say? He's like calling me a hoe, just day after day. But this time, he didn't call me a hoe in the traditional way like he did in the last game. He scored a free kick in this game.
He's determined.
Yeah, he's determined. Dog, if you see this free kick, you'll laugh because I'll be honest, this was one of those where it's like, okay, you're not calling me a hoe to be fair, because this is a terrible free kick. Keeper should have saved. Not terrible. It was a good free kick, but keeper should have saved it, no doubt. And it killed me how pissed the Leeds fans were. I saw a video of the Leeds fans watching it from behind the goal, and I was like, yeah, I'll be pissed too. If Raya conceded some shit like that. Like, I'm still a little like frustrated about the free kick that Raya conceded to Bruno Fernandes last season. Even though, like, to a degree, I at least understand it. But this one, there's no understanding this shit, buddy. This shit was right next to him. And yeah, but I think it's because it went over the wall and you couldn't see the ball. But nah, I expect the Premier League goalkeeper, just like the comment section, I expect the Premier League goalkeeper to have quicker reflexes than that.
which is fair. Which is fair. But
But
sometimes with free kicks, there's some, sort of thing where, you know, the people expect the goalkeepers to be superhuman.
true. That's what I mean with the Bruno Fernandes one, when I was like, I think you should save it, but it's fine. I just felt like he should have gone closer. In other words, I feel like if he like dived and almost touched it, I was gonna be like, okay, fair enough. But even if that happened, it was still gonna be a goal. The Szoboszlai one was the one I was like, at first when I saw it, I was pissed, and then I saw the replay and I was like, I keep saying it, bro. The ball, if anyone like has played goalkeeper for a sustained period of time, you know, man, when the ball goes that high, it just went so high. The way Raya dived for that was impressive. You know that messy one when you see Ellison get his hand on it? You're like, damn, maybe Ellison could have done something. Him getting his hand on it was mighty and impressive. Well done, Ellison. You got your hand on that free kick. And that's how I felt with Raya. I was like, because he almost tipped it, but it was so high. If he almost tipped it like wide ways, I was going to be like, yeah, maybe if you preempted it. But when you look at it from a certain angle, it kind of goes over him and up wide of him. So you're like, nah, there's nothing you can do there.
There's nothing you can do.
It was, dude, and I keep talking about this free kick. It was just so high. That it was so high. It dipped so high down. But yeah, I digress on that one. I think the keeper should have
Are
saved
you sure?
the Aston Villa.
Actually, are you sure you digress from that one?
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. I'll speak about it in like 2 weeks' time. Um, but for now, I digress. But yeah, man, good win for Aston Villa. Pushes them up to fourth place at a time where the league table is starting to have a little bit more weight, even though the top four teams are not drifting away from each other one bit. Like the top four race is not drifting at all.
Who's the top four?
No, I'm saying like the teams that are chasing the top four are not drifting. They're all like 3 points away from each other still. I'd expect there
Ah,
to be some distance now, but still no. It's actually crazy.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I think it's
But
funny.
hey man, what can you do about that? Um so I'm thinking. Next game. Arsenal versus Tottenham. Listen, man, it was beautiful.
Of
The
course, you
only
believe that.
thing the only thing I wanted more to happen is I wanted us to score from a corner. That's the only way
One
this
corner
game could have been
specifically.
better. Because
Why?
Tottenham fans have been dissing us for playing shit football for so long and talking about these niggas will talk about I don't think it's gonna be a battering because of the way Arsenal play. I was like, no, buddy. We play sexy football. Yes, we do. And we're gonna show you what why. We don't play all out attack. I've never claimed that
Yeah,
Arsenal play all out attack
all
because
out
we don't
attack.
play all out attack. But we play some seriously messed up stuff when it comes to I keep talking about Arsenal's game style of play, and I'm like, bro, we play some seriously messed up stuff. The fact that you won't have a shot or you won't even have a touch in the box. Tottenham shouldn't have scored at all. Like at all. There's no their goal is a figment of our imagination. They shouldn't have scored. They should not have scored. When I saw the goal go in, I got so pissed because I was like, these guys don't deserve anything. Don't deserve anything. Like we gave them nothing, man. Oh, it was delicious, man. Because the first goal goes in from Trossard, who, by the way, I keep saying now. Like you've heard me talk about Trossard and been like, I'm tired of this guy. He's so inconsistent. But
You
you
once
heard me
hated him.
slowly change, huh?
I'm saying you once hated him with all your guts.
Borderline, borderline hated him because I was so sick and tired of his inconsistency. But boy, this is the Trossard. This guy right now that I'm seeing, that's why I hated Trossard. Because I know, when you watch a player, you're like, dude, I knew you could do this consistently, bro. I knew you could play at this level every single game. I'm not expecting you because Trossard isn't even like a pacey winger type. Because those guys can have a bad game. You just verse a right back or left back that's about it. That's also quick. That's also strong. That's the reason it was frustrating me. I was like, if you were like a pacey winger type, I would at least forgive you because I'll be like, hey man, you verse someone
Forgive
that
you.
same. I'm saying you verse someone that same pace, then you're kind of having a sticky game. But you're like a slower, more technically gifted type, bro. Like I expect you to at least keep up the technical gifts. But when that just disappears, I'm like, bro, like what's going on? So just what I'm seeing from Trossard, like it's making me so happy, man. This is this is a winger. Remember last season
Yeah,
when I was like, we can't compare our front three to anybody's front three. This is the
yeah.
Trossard that you look at and you're like, this is the guy that you can come forward and be like, actually,
This is
now let's start having front three conversations.
yeah. Let's have conversation. Let's have the conversations.
Man, and yo, man, listen, Arsenal, the way we played, man, oh my gosh. Just Eze, oh boy, that was that's what I meant by everything was perfect. Eze scoring a hat trick. Oh, let me tell you something, man. Imagine how can I explain this? Imagine, oh man, oh, sorry, I really need to get my
Yeah, it's fine.
imagine
Do you
Mbappe.
think? Do you think?
Imagine Mbappe went to Liverpool instead of Madrid and scored a hat trick against Madrid.
Uh, it's. Oh,
imagine, imagine, imagine Mbappe was at the airport ready to sign for Real Madrid. And then he was like,
there you go.
Liverpool called, and he was like, I can't. In fact, not Liverpool called, because this is the story I'm hearing. This is the story on the streets. Mbappe calls Liverpool and says, listen, man, this is your last chance, man. Please.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
That,
that's the
that's
story on the
funny.
streets of what Eze did.
Nah, I would be inclined to believe it only because of one situation, one
What?
thing that happened in that moment that I was like, that's a bit weird.
What?
When Tottenham were in for him, they were like, yes, but let him play this last match. I was
Oh
like,
yes,
that's
yes.
that's that's a bit sketchy. Let him play this last match.
Then all of a sudden,
And
Arsenal
then
come in and these niggas are like,
he
nah,
he
I'm
doesn't
not
even play
playing.
the last match. He doesn't even play the last match. And I'm
They were
like,
like, nah, I'm not playing, honey, gents.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
that's a bit,
sus.
that's yeah, that's very sus.
And I'll tell you what, not there are not many rumors and stories I believe. That is one of them. That I'm like, I can't lie, man. The way everything happened, the way people are talking, Arteta saying, yeah, he's really excited and he's ready to come join us. And he really wanted to join us. I'm like, what? I could tell, bro. I could tell he was about to go to Tottenham. And then he was like, last chance. Last chance. And then we were like, yeah,
That's what
yeah,
it is.
don't go. No. Change our mind, please. Come to Arsenal. Oh, man, it was sweet. Actually, you know what? The way I'm saying, this is the thing. I just said Real Madrid, right? I just said Real Madrid. Imagine, imagine, imagine. I wanna say a nice
It's
one.
it
Imagine
for us. I
Cristiano
think
Ronaldo.
the closest what?
I'm saying, imagine Cristiano Ronaldo was on the way to Man U, and he called Liverpool. It was like, nah, I want to join you guys, and then he scored a hat trick against Manchester United. You need to think of a
I,
team you hate. I know
I
you
was
don't
I
you
was
don't like Real
saying
Madrid. I respect it, but I need you to
no.
think of a genuine rival.
The closest thing that we had to
Everton.
like that situation. The closest thing we had to that situation was when the whole thing with Cody Gakpo was on his way to Man
Oh, the Man
United.
United one, and then he scored.
Yeah, he
Didn't
scored.
it feel good?
Bro, the commentators were like, "Oh, the player Man United wanted," and then I went to the fan channels and they were like, "It had to be him, the
Yeah.
fucking bastard." I was like, "Yes, it had to be him," but it's the closest thing, even though it's not that close, because
It's it,
that one is crazy. Saying he said, saying like he what's this?
he changed his mind last minute.
He not changed his mind,
Made the
rather
call.
made the call. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just amazing, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. This is what the beautiful game is all about. But yeah, man.
is it?
Arsenal Arsenal are operating at a level, like I keep saying, bro, that's really, really high. And I'm so happy. And the only thing I just need, one of those things, I need one more. One more. Because I listen, bro, we didn't speak during international break. I didn't need us to beat Tottenham. I needed us to whoop Tottenham. I needed it. And now, I need us to whoop Chelsea. Do you know what pains me?
Yeah,
When a team that isn't as good as you. Because if Liverpool say something, I'm like, okay. If Man City say something, I'm like, okay. Even if a Newcastle says something, I'm like, okay. You guys have proven it. But when some of these teams like Chelsea and Tottenham come up to you and then they're like, oh yeah, but I think the way Arsenal play, we can really get at them. I'm like, what do you mean get at us? What do you mean get at me? Are you serious? You're not getting at me. I'm getting at you. You can defend yourself from me. You can
that's about it.
protect yourself from me. Because that's what I mean by when Man City said, I'm like, okay, Man City have whooped us multiple times over the last couple years. It's fair enough. When Liverpool said, I'm like, okay, Liverpool just won the league and they have a really strong squad and they play that type of football. When Chelsea and Tottenham said, I'm like, listen, shut up, relax. And I
It's the
need
thing
us.
you said last season that um
Yes,
you were thinking we might not be as good as them, but we're definitely better than you.
yeah, we may not be as good as Liverpool, but we're way better than you guys, all of you. Every single one of you.
All of you. All of you.
Third,
So
third to 20th. We're way better than all of you guys. Because people were saying we're closer to third than we are to Liverpool, and I agreed. But I didn't once agree that we were close to third. We went close to the rest of you. We were closer to you guys than we were to Liverpool. We weren't close to you. We were ahead of you. It used to, and yeah, that's the situation right now when it comes to Arsenal right now. And yeah, one player. Yeah, I'm going on a tangent. But
No,
yeah, I
no,
think this is
this is your segment.
yeah, this is where I'm gonna end it, man. One guy like, and I've every single time I don't speak about him on the podcast. Every time I don't speak about him on the podcast, I'm like walking or like doing work, and I'm like, shit, I forgot to mention this guy. Shit, I forgot to mention this guy. Listen, man, Jurriën Timber, I he's one of those guys that you know when you look at someone, you're like, I can't lie, man. I think I love you. I
Not
think
an
I
extreme
love you.
reaction.
I think I am in love with you, buddy. The things this man. Remember, I told you. I've said the story a million times. The first day I saw Jurriën Timber play for Arsenal, I was in the backyard trying to do the shit that he was doing. I was in the backyard, like, okay, so this is how you did. Okay, quick body feint to the left. To this day, wait, to this day, I know you haven't seen me play football in a while. To this day, every time I play football, that centre back, I do that same Jurriën Timber body feint. Same thing, every single time. Like I never used to do that, but now I do it
It's your lifestyle. It's your lifestyle.
because there are very few players in the world that will make you do something like that. There, man, there was a time in the game where the ball's in the air, he chests it. Guess who's behind him? Richarlison. Richarlison pushes this nigga as hard as he possibly can. Timber just chests it, puts it down, and I was like, and Richarlison flies. I'm like, see, if this was Saliba, if this was Gabriel, it would be one thing. Timber's 5'9".
To be
That's what
fair.
made it so much more delicious. He's 5'9", 5'10". I think he's actually 5'10". It means it's delicious because you're like, listen, man, I'm I'm way stronger than you. Timber dog, the way he wins these headers and stuff. I'm like, bro, you're 5'10", but you play like you're like 6'2". Yeah, man. Man, some of the stuff I've seen in this game, bro, was just delicious. I watched hate watches, I watched watch-alongs, I watched 3 podcasts. I have a fourth one waiting after we finish this podcast. I'm gonna put that podcast on and do a little workout.
Nigga has have everything on.
Yeah, because listen, man, there are very few times in your football watching career that you sit down and you're like, I can't lie. Everything going into this game, everyone is saying we're gonna win. Everybody's saying we're gonna win. Nobody's saying we're gonna lose. Everybody's saying we're gonna win. And on paper, we should whack them. And then you watch the game, and then you whack them.
And
Exactly
then
how
you're like,
everyone says it's gonna go.
this is yeah, this is exactly it.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in football too often, and it was glorious. I'd pay good money just to feel that feeling one more time.
Nigga, it happened yesterday. Like, what are we doing?
It happened. Yeah,
Just
it happened 2 days ago.
oh, my bad. 2 days.
But that's a good segue, buddy. That's a good segue to what happened yesterday. Yo,
Um,
Lumo,
yesterday was the yeah with the
Lumo.
Man United.
Me and you got on a call before that game. What did I say?
Um, that we spoke about Man United losing.
I said it. I was like, Man United are about to play Everton, and I think Man United are gonna lose. Like I think Man United are gonna lose. And
Okay.
when Idrissa Gay slapped that man in the face, I
I forgot he slapped his own teammate in the face. Forgot about that.
When he slapped that man in the face, it was funny because, dude, I can literally explain all my my whole thought processes through it. When I first saw it, I was like, this is just pure and simple racism. They both get into because they showed one angle. I'm like, they get into a squabble and then they give the black guy a red card. It's racist, and I don't like it. I'm not here for it. Then they showed the angle of the slap, and I was like, shit. Do you know what it
See,
is? Yeah,
I was gonna ask today, uh, the slap, was it bad?
it was a slap. It wasn't bad. He didn't like wind it up or anything. Do you know what I thought when I like saw the replay? I was like, if I'm honest, I don't think a player should get a red card for slapping his own teammate in that specific way. However, I do think if you see it as a referee, you have no choice but to give him a red card. And I think from
Yeah.
the first time it happens, you know what I mean? If I was a referee, I would give him a red card. But afterwards, if it ever were to happen again, I wouldn't give him a red card. Because it wasn't like, that classic Newcastle players fighting on the pitch one where they were punching each other like
Mm.
crazy. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
anywhere close to that. It was just a slap and some pushing between teammates. Then he gets a red card.
Yeah, that's always a funny statement. It was just between teammates, man. It doesn't really matter that much.
That's the reason why I was like, because the punching one, I was like, yeah, nah, you gotta get you both of you red card, get out of here. But the slap, I was like, oh man, you know what? He didn't really whack him. It was a slap though. That's the only reason I'm like, I understand why the ref gave the red card. I understand why VAR were like, yeah, man, that has to stick. But in future, I would like to not see that, specific type of thing stick. But aside from that, man, what was I saying? Yeah, this was hilarious. Like I say, when that red card happened, bro, I was already like, shit. Do you know how confident I was in the Everton win?
Well,
I No, not
when the
when
red
the
card
red
happened.
before when the game started before the red card.
Oh,
I took 10 rand, put it on Everton in at 2 p.m. Then at 5 p.m. I took another 10 rand and put it on Everton again. That's how confident I was that Everton were going to win this game. So when that red card happened, you must imagine how disappointed I was. And then something glorious happened.
bro, I don't know how they lost that game.
Bro,
I don't know
I
how they
you know
lost that game. It's one of the it's
it's poor. It's genuinely poor. Yo, you there?
it's very stupid. It's genuinely one of the stupidest things.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very poor. And that's how it felt for me. I was like, if this was if this was Crystal Palace, no, Crystal Palace is actually a good team. If this was Nottingham Forest versus Everton, and Everton went down to 10 men, I'll be criticizing Nottingham Forest. So you best believe that I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, that's a disgrace, bro.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's just it's one of those, man. It didn't make any sense. By the way,
Yeah.
I realized after the call that I said a Man United win. I meant an Everton win. But the slip was gone already, so it didn't matter at that point. But it was an Everton win that was needed.
Yeah, it wasn't Everton when that was needed. And it was funny after Everton scored.
Oh man, let's before you continue. Speaking on that, Rio Ferdinand comes out and says why aren't Liverpool getting the criticism that um Ruben Amorim got when he first came to the situation? And I'm like, this guy is
Because Liverpool
actually
won the
very.
league last season.
You would think that. You'd think that would be a thing that you think about and go, that's probably the reason. You'd think that's the thing that he would say, yeah, that might be the reason.
Because listen, two things can be true. Two things are, in fact, I say two things are 100% true. The reason
Yeah,
Liverpool aren't getting the criticism is because they won the league last season. The reason Liverpool should 100% be getting a lot of criticism is because of the amount of money that was spent. I think
yeah.
two I think two things can
And,
be true, but
with the amount of money, it makes sense. Um, like it's not just it makes sense, it's a true thing. The amount of money that you're spending and all of that, and it, it it's something you should criticize for and all that. But not going there and then going to whether or not they should be criticized again. You know what he says? He says since the PSG game, we've lost. Um, since the PSG games, we've lost. We've had a 43% win percentage, and I think it's a very interesting stat in
also a
how
little bit misleading.
it,
See, win
it's
percentage is not necessarily the same as, like, this is how many games you've won. Like a 43% win
not only
percentage isn't
that,
that bad. It's
but
bad.
I don't think it's that. In the number of games that happen, it's like okay, first let me say it is a bad thing. 43%, it's bad regardless.
It's not
But
that bad.
nah, it's just it makes no sense for you to look at things one way and not look at them the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like we had that terrible percentage, yes.
Hmm.
But also we won the league with like 4 games left. So are you counting those?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that also makes it a little bit misleading.
Like what are we doing?
For
Who
me,
are we
what
fooling?
makes it misleading is, like, I put the Premier League table up right now. Crystal Palace are fifth. They've played 12 matches and they've won five. That's about a 43% win percentage.
Yeah.
You see what I mean when I say it's not as bad when you say, like, when I see Arsene Wenger's win percentage and then they're like, it's 60 something. I'm like, ugh, are you serious, brother? But it's 60 something's not that bad because you draw some games. Like, I understand if they put down beaten percentage, that's when it may look a little stickier. But I get what you're saying. It doesn't make sense to say the win percentage when things like that are taken into consideration.
Yeah. It was just funny.
Yeah, because but yeah, I like to maintain, like, I like using a little bit of common sense when it comes to some of these things, especially the win percentage thing, because I've seen it used a couple of times and I'm like, that's not accurate. Like Ruben Amorim's was genuinely bad. Ruben Amorim's was genuinely, like, it was really, really genuinely low. But 43% win percentage, I'm going to last season, that would make you eighth place. But when you hear 43% win, like, this is last season. If you have a 43% win percentage, you'll probably be around eighth place in the league. But then, like, when someone says it, you're thinking, ugh, you're probably like 19th, right? No, 19th is like a 2% win percentage. That's what I mean by, like, it's like a 10% win percentage. That's what I mean by Ruben Aarons is genuinely quite really bad. But yeah, I digress.
Man. You know, I don't know. Rio is It was weird. He said it before the
He's a
match,
hater
and I was like, no, I get it, but saying it before the match, I'm like, you're a brave hater.
because
You're
you're all
too
about to
brave.
play.
Yeah, like there's just some things you don't say before you play. There's just some things you're like, nah, you don't engage in such discourse because it was like a few hours before the match, and like it was generally, stupid.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. It is quite stupid. But yeah, man. In simple
Mm,
terms, it was a great
Football is
hate
fun.
watch weekend. Like the only
Mhm.
hate watch for me personally that didn't succeed was Chelsea, and I didn't even watch it.
Because Chelsea won. I forgot about Chelsea winning.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was annoyed, but yeah,
I'm like sometimes it's just I don't really have a thought for them. But whenever we lose, I get called because of, they go Wembley this they say Wembley 20, Wembley 2022. I'm like, oh, we're still here. We're still
mm,
we're still mentally here. And it makes me laugh
yeah. I know what you mean. Naturally,
naturally. But yeah, that's it from this weekend. I honestly have nothing to say more about Liverpool because it's like we've been through this chat anyways. It's an annoying chat and all that. So,
yeah. How
you
did
know,
boy?
nah, it is what it is. It's not a train smash. It is, but it's really not.
Mm, mm, I get you. Quite the
So yeah,
weekend.
quite the weekend is yeah, best way to describe it.
Mm, yeah. Anywho, man, good to you know, good to have this conversation. Lovely to hear your thoughts on
No, shut up.
what's going on in football.
Shut up. Oh, I hate this life, man. This nigga is giving a well organized outro. Annoying bastard. So winning way too much. It happens.
Yeah, yeah, we're having quite a good season, but
No, it was bound to happen. So, at some point it was always gonna happen. So yeah, it's not surprising.
I get you. I get you. It feels surprising to me.
Interesting, actually. I thought this was your, this is the progression of it. Like I thought you'd be thinking of it that way.
No, mainly because last season was like quite really bad. It was actually quite detrimental. So it was nice to see that like now I actually can say maybe last season was just because of the injuries. Because I wasn't thinking that last season. I was thinking this is some bullshit. This is because of way more than injuries. But now I'm like literally like, hey man, maybe we actually maybe that was the case because yeah, the style of play is similar. The players
Yeah,
are
that's
different,
fair.
which is positive. And yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. Hopefully Arsenal win the league. Hopefully Liverpool make the top four, and hopefully Man United get
Nah,
relegated.
I still have hope. I still believe we're gonna win the league.
Okay, man. Good luck to that. Good luck to you,
Yeah, I mean, what are we without our beliefs?
fans.
You know? Nah, bro, you can't be a fan and not believe. Like the whole point of being a fan is that I believe my team is gonna win every single time it plays.
To a degree, but I
That's what.
understand what you're trying to
No,
say.
but that's what being a fan is. You're
So I
always
get you.
going, you're always going, you know, that, or at least that's what you want, because there's no way
Yeah, that's what you
you
want.
you continue being along those, like along the path whilst believing your team is not gonna win. That's weird.
Yeah, can see you're only at the beginning of this. Give it time. I'm joking. I know you've been through like similar, but it's just funny that you were saying that. I was like, yeah, no, I remember. I remember being about to verse Man City at the Etihad and thinking, there's nothing here for us. There's absolutely nothing here for me. It doesn't matter. Like I remember it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Time's running out.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's football. It's a sport we love, a sport we hate. You know, we keep it pushing, and
Yeah, speak for yourself, buddy. Yeah, football's the sport we love, man. Um,
he's
we
so
do indeed keep
stupid.
it pushing, though. I do agree with that.
He's so stupid.
Speak for yourself, fam.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah, aside from that, man, I'll check you later.
No worries, my guy.
All right,
Enjoy,
peace.
enjoy the life.
Enjoy the life. Sometimes in the life, I'm too competitive. Sorry.